What's going on, YouTube? GZTV back with another video. I am kind of sick, but I think I can make it through this video. My dog's like crawling around, walking around grunting, so that's what you hear. If you hear any noise, that is her. So I'm him and she is her. She's popped out to the studio for the night. Do you guys like the lights out look at night, or do you like the daytime and you can see the shit in the back? I don't know. I gotta find my phone charger. Good. We're locked in. I mean, I am a little upset as a Celtics fan, but at this point, it's nothing I wasn't expecting, you know? We just go out there and disappoint again. I mean, we've already had a couple disappointing playoff runs ever since, the Pierce, the Allens, the Rondos, the Garnett's era. Ever since that concluded, we've definitely had some very disappointing playoff runs, and for the most part, they have come to the fault of LeBron, but of course, this time we have a new LeBron in Miami. Pretty much. We have Jimmy Butler. And Grant Williams made one mistake, and I'm sure you guys are already thinking in your head what that mistake is. He poked the bear, man. I mean, LeBron talked about poking bears, but this is poking bears to the next level because we're dealing with a Jimmy Butler who had 56 points in a playoff game against the number one team in the East. So, and debatably the best team in the NBA, regardless of, the Nuggets record. But I know injuries, blah, blah, blah. But Jimmy Butler scores 27, and Miami beats Boston by 6 to take a 2-game lead in the East Finals. Obviously, this series so far isn't going the way I wanted to as a Celtics fan, but I'm actually really happy for Jimmy Butler. I used to be bitter against Jimmy Butler, but now I've seen how respectable of a player he is, obviously I used to get mad because he gave us problems last year in the Eastern Conference Finals, and he gave us problems in the bubble. But, besides that, I mean, he's a really respectable player. I like his work ethic. I like how aggressive he is. I like his mindset, going into games, especially must-win games. And he comes out here and he steals 2 games from Boston. Yeah, great scoring for him. He hit a pair of buckets to give the Heat the lead after they erased a double-digit fourth-quarter deficit. I mean, that figures. The Celtics, I've been talking with people. I mean, they're a really streaky basketball team. I'm not going to talk as much in this video as I did in the other video because I kind of dozed off. I am sick. You guys can kind of tell in my voice. So I'm not going to talk too much. But Jimmy Butler did have 27. You got a 22-17 game for Bam. 25 points off the bench for Caleb Martin. I mean, I always knew that Caleb Martin could be a pretty solid player in the league. I watched him a little bit at Nevada. I don't want to claim I'm like a college fan. But, I mean, he had a couple really big shots in that Bucks series, so best believe he's bringing that energy to this series, and he did. Celtics, Tatum, 34-13, 30% from 3, 50% from the field. I know people want to kind of talk shit on him because he was absent in the fourth and held the ball, or didn't get the ball and wasn't aggressive enough. But man, this dude had 34 points, and regardless of the free throw line, people can hate on the free throw line, but man, it's really difficult to get to the free throw line. Obviously, refs are calling more fouls than ever, but yeah, I mean, other than that, it can't just be Jason Tatum, though. Obviously, Jaylen Brown could have stepped up a little bit. He did not play well, and his ramrod style of basketball didn't work here. I don't really want to put the blame on him, though, because Al Horford comes out here, he plays 29 minutes, gets 4 fouls, and the only positive, he got a bucket, 2 blocks, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. That is role players playing 15 minutes numbers, not a starter playing 29 minutes. And obviously that brings up the debate, should Robert Williams or should Al Horford start on this team? And the answer is no. I don't know why we don't try out Blake Griffin. Why don't we try him? Or I don't know, dude. I'm not really sure about it. I just don't understand our game plan. I mean, I don't really have a problem with any of the other players' performances. Obviously, Jaylen Brown didn't shoot the ball well. And, Marcus Smart was a little timid on the offensive end. But, and I mean, I'm not even going to try to blame the refs, obviously. There were a couple questionable calls. But then again, we got that kick-out offensive foul on Jimmy Butler when clearly Marcus Smart made contact first. I guess there's a rule where regardless of that, they're still going to call it against the offensive player because it's obviously became really unbalanced in terms of drawing fouls on offense. It's way easier to draw a offensive foul or a defensive foul than it is to draw an offensive foul. So obviously they're trying to like bring that balance back where people are taking charges and there's other ways to get offensive fouls now. And yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of rambling. I try to make these videos like 6 minutes long. I told you guys I wasn't going to talk as long, but here we freaking are, and we're going to finish the video. I'm going to chill in my bed. I got some nice snacks on me, man. You know, I don't work till 1 tomorrow, so I'm going to kind of chill. I'm not going to stream. I got to take a break. You know, my body's feeling it right now. You can hear I'm congested. I have a stuffed nose. I have the cough. You know, I'm very fatigued right now. I went to work today, so that was interesting. But tomorrow, Dexter review. I'm gonna try to listen to K Tremine maybe tonight, honestly. If I'm not super duper tired, or if I wake up early, I might listen to the K Tremine, if that's how you say their names, album, and then give you guys a review probably tomorrow or Sunday. That's a really big drop